Yeah. How is it now? Is it still okay or?
It looks just as good as it did.
Oh, good. Praise the Lord. Yeah, I got my window completely open. I got my phone right by the window. I made sure I shut down all the apps that I'm not using on my phone, so that way it would kind of do a better job of generating Wi-Fi or whatever, or something, just not to bog down the CPU or something. So I did that. Maybe that makes a difference.
So far, so good. I can read it. Like I can see this Weos, and let's see what that is underneath there. That's
Oh yeah, let's see. Can you see this over here?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so this is the plural side. I want to talk about this today because we haven't really done the plural. We've just focused on the singular. But this is the verbs, and of course this is where we were talking about personal pronouns. So let's review that real quick. So again, personal pronoun is where you're basically replacing the noun with kind of a, like a me or you or him or something like that. So basically, here's the word for I, you, he, and that would be ego, su. So sigma upsilon, su, autos. So ego, su, autos, and then that's nominative, and then is mu, and then second person singular is su, and then third person singular is autu. So yeah, that would be like if I said, let's pick a noun. If I said doulos, su e doulos mu. What did I just say?
doulos is servant, mu, me. You're a servant of mine?
Yeah. So ego e mi curios kai su doulos mu. Yeah. Su e doulos mu. No, I'm just kidding. So that's kind of how genitive is used, obviously. Or I could say ego e mi huios su. What did I just say?
I am your son.
Right. Or I could say, I don't know, if I grab a Bible and I'm talking about Moses, I think the way you say Moses is Moses. It's a Moses, I think. But yeah, we'll say that. I think that's how you say it, Moses. So I'll say, pointing to the Bible. I don't think we learned the word for book yet. We can add that today. In fact, I'll give you that now. We've just focused on. We just focused on second declension masculine, but maybe we'll add some neuter today. Neuter is still second declension. So when you have second declension, it doesn't have to be masculine. It can either be masculine or neuter. But it's very rare that you would have, there's a few, but it'd be very rare that you would have feminine, and they're kind of irregular. So, but yeah, what determines whether it's the declension or not is the endings. And then what determines whether it's masculine or feminine or neuter is the article. So if I say ho curios, as soon as I see ho, I know that's nominative, and I know it's masculine. And then I look at curios, and it's got the omicron sigma at the end. I know it's nominative, and I know that it's masculine. Or second declension, sorry. Second declension. So then, since curios is second declension, and the article is masculine, I go, oh, that's second declension masculine, kind of thing. And then the other thing is when you memorize some of them and you know them, and it doesn't have the article, well, you don't need the article if you know the noun. But if you're not familiar with it and you see the article, you're like, okay. You're like, oh, and you can tell me what I need to know now. So the article is like really helpful. So yeah, mu, su, autu, and then dative. What's dative?
It looks like moi, soy, and believe it or not, that great screen we had has disappeared. Is that altoi?
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's kind of follows the regular second declension pattern. These two are exceptions, but this one follows the regular second declension pattern. Remember where it goes os, u, o, and then on. Yeah, so this has the omega at the end, so it's auto.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, just moi and soy, those are irregular. So same up here, mu and su, ego and su, and then even down here, accusative, may and say, those are all irregular. But this column, third person singular, autos, autu, auto, auton, those are all regular, following the second declension paradigm there. So yeah, accusative, may, say. So I could say, let's see. Yeah, I think maybe we'll go over on infinitives today because it's really hard for me to use that without an infinitive. I can't think of, with these particular verbs, a sentence without using an infinitive. We'll look at it more, but I'll just show you the infinitive. Remember we kind of talked about that before? Do you remember what an infinitive is in English?
No.
Yeah, it's like to, you put the word to, which is a preposition to, and then, whatever the verb is, like to go, to eat, to cook, to teach,
Okay.
yeah, to study, whatever. So yeah, so for the omega verbs, the normal ending when it's present tense would be, so this would be the symbology in the lexicon. Just for verbs, and you've seen this before. This is not new. PIA, right? Present tense, indicative mood, active voice. That ring a bell? Right?
Yes.
So now we're going to change the mood. Instead of being indicative mood, we're going to make it infinitive. And so that symbol is N. So it's PNA. So present tense, infinitive, active voice. And so the ending would be epsilon, iota, nu. So that's the ending for an infinitive. So if I take the stem from these, like Lego, and I chop off the ending, these endings right here, right here, O, ace, a, these are verbs. That's for nouns and pronouns and adjectives. But O, ace, a. So if I take, can you see this Lego? Can you see that?
I see Lego.
Yeah. Can you see that Lego?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, if I take that and I take this ending legain, I get rid of the omega. This is Lego, ego Lego, and I put ain at the end. Let's put this ending on there. Let me write it bigger here. Yeah. Legain. I think that's where the accent goes. Leave that off and forget. Yeah, I think so, for sure. So legain. So that would say to say, to speak. One of those two, right? So I could say, I could say this. I could say, I don't really want to erase that yet, but I think I will. Yeah. So the accusative, remember, is may, say, auton, because we're going to use that. We're going to talk about it right now, actually. So that's the accusative of the personal pronoun. May, say, auton. Okay. So I would say, I could say ego, thelo. What does that mean?
Thelo.
Yeah.
Does that mean I'm God? No, thelo.
Oh yeah, the theta, epsilon, yeah, kind of a little similar. And I get that little layer on the board.
Is that a desire?
Say it again.
Oh, that's one of our new words. Is that a wish?
Oh yeah, that's one of the 3 verbs that are new. Yeah, thelo means I wish or I want. Either one. Yeah. So you got to kind of look at the context. Say, hey, does this sound better in English? Say, I want or I wish. Yeah. Or even will, because like a noun form of that eventually we'll look at would be like, like in the Lord's Prayer, or, or even in Matthew 7:21. I'm always talking about that passage where it says only the one that does the will of God or the desires of God. Yeah. So thelo is the idea of I desire, I want, I wish, I will, kind of something like that. Not will in the sense like I will do something, where will would be like a helping verb. I will do. It's not that. It's will in the sense of my desires, my will, my wants, my my. I guess I could almost say intentions, but it's in the realm of that. But it just has to do with like I desire this, I want this. I think if you use want, that's a good starting point for that verb. You say I want, and then see if it fits, and see if you need to change it to, I will or I desire or something. But it's usually if you say I want, that'd be good. So if I say ego thelo, and then I use the pronoun and I say, ego thelo say, now I could use an infinitive for you to like do something. Like ego thelo say graphein. So we'll take grapho, which means to write. That was one of our new verbs.
Yep.
Right? So yeah, I write, right? And if I take just this, get rid of this and just take the stem, and I put the infinitive ending on it, ego thelo se graphein.
Graphein?
Yeah, ego thelo se graphein. So what would you think that means? Well, I mean, what does that mean by itself?
Graphein? To write?
To write, like literally to write. Yeah, let me use a different color. I'll use red, I guess. To write. And this means, what does this mean?
I want you to write.
Right. I want you, because this has to be accusative. So it's I want you. So after the verb, I would use the accusative. So I want you to write. Yeah. And then we learned the word. Do you remember we learned the word for no, let's not go there yet. Let me give you another let's see. I don't want to jump to, I don't think I'm ready to do first declension feminine yet. Because epistole is feminine, but it's for an epistle. So I'm trying to think, let's see, epistole. And then there's a word for paper, which would be third declension. We're not ready for that yet. I could give you, yeah, let's go over some neuter nouns today. So we'll start a new category here. This would be second declension neuter. Okay. So we'll do, so the nominative, this one of the nice things about neuter is if it's genitive or dative, it follows the exact same thing as masculine. But for nominative and accusative, it's a little different. It's different, but they're both the same, which makes it easy. So for say I write. Okay. So for neuter, it is on, u, o, just like it was for masculine, and then on. So it's the same thing here, on. Same thing, like as accusative for masculine, but it's also the same thing for nominative, for neuter. So it's on, u, o, on. So on, u, o, on. Right? Now, when you do the article, you actually drop the new. And remember when we do the articles on these, we even dropped on the nominative, we would drop the sigma. Do you remember that? We said, it was, and then we used the rough breathing mark. Ho for masculine. So ho huios, ho anthropos, ho kurios. That's the article. Remember the word for the definite article?
Yes.
Yeah. So talking about that for neuter, we would drop the nu here, and then just like we do for these, we put tau in front of it, like tu. We put tau in front of this one, and it's to. And we put tau in front of this one, ton. Okay. Similarly here, we drop the nu on both of these, and we just put tau in front of it, and so now it's to. So tau omicron. That's it. And then the genitive and dative are the same, so there'd be tu and to. It's, the same, no difference. But the nominative and accusative, the article would be to. So it's going to be, so these are the endings. And then the article would be to. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to say ego thelo se graphein. So I want you to write what? I want you to write, let's just say a book first. And so the word for book is biblion. That's where we get the word Bible. Biblion. Now, if I said the, let me get rid of this English right here. Yeah, I want you to write a book. But if I say the book, then I would say to. Actually, I think I didn't actually do that one. To biblion. So ego thelo se graphein to biblion. I want you to write the book. So if we were talking about, writing a book, and then all of a sudden we're saying, well, who's going to write it? And then I would say, ego thelo se graphein to biblion. Yeah. So what would be a good question to figure out? Do you remember the word for who? What's the word for who?
Is it tease?
Yeah, good job. So how would we phrase that in a question where I would say, who writes the book? Yeah, we haven't done future tense yet, but who writes the book?
Well, for the aratis, I believe.
Yeah, aratis, there you go. Excellent. Aratis. Yeah, aratis. So yeah, I got grapho over here, so I'm going to go ahead and erase this up here. And we know the ending is epsilon, iota, nu, graphein, or all these like omega verbs, same thing. Thelein, graphein, ginoskein. So ginosko is one of our new words. It means I know. So we'll look at that some more. Echo, so ekein. So ego, ego, thelo, se, ekein. I want you to have to biblion. Ego thelo se ekein to biblion. I want you to have the book. Akuein. I want you to hear ton anthropon, the man. Ego thelo se legain. We'll look at the plural for this declension thing here today, and then you will be able to say, instead of just the word, you'll be able to say the words. You'll be able to say the words. Yeah. So, so ego thelo se graphein to biblion. Let's see, where are we going with that? Okay, so aratis. Aratis.
Graphene. Aratis. Not graphene. It's what is it? Grapho?
Actually, you would use the third person singular, so you'd use the he form. The.
Okay. Graph. Oh yeah, graphe.
Yeah, graphe, right? So aratis graphe. Aratis graphe, and then I can say to.
Biblion.
To biblion. I put a question mark at the end. Aratis graphe to biblion. So it'd be like, who writes the book? And then I can say, ego thelo se graphein to biblion. Ego thelo se, you, ego thelo se graphein to biblion. I want you to write the book. And then you might say, Uki! Uthelo graphen to biblion. So let's do that. Let's do this. So I'll start. I'll say this, or no, you say this. You say this. You say aratis graphe to biblion, and then I'll say this, and then you say, and I can.
Okay, so I would say ara. I'm sorry.
Let's see.
Let's say aratis graphene. No, aratis graphe.
Okay, did you say aratis? Aratis.
Yeah, aratis.
Aratis.
Aratis graphe. To biblion.
To biblion.
I should say. I forgot to say you though, right? That's say.
Now this right here, to biblion, is that nominative or accusative? Because they both look the same. Which one would it be?
The book that would be accusative.
Right, exactly. Yeah. So aratis graphe to biblion, and then I would say ego thelos se graphein to biblion. Kai su leges, and you say kai su leges noon now kai su leges. Maybe yeah, remember the word noon means now. Noon.
Yeah.
Kai su leges.
Su leges no.
You say uki.
Oh, okay. So you want to say it again?
Say uki. Say uk ego.
So say uk.
Yeah.
Yeah, uki ego graphe. No,
say thelo.
No,
say uk ego thelo. Say uk ego thelo.
Uk ego thelo.
Graphein.
Graphene.
Yeah, graphene.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah, graphene. Yeah, so you don't need the pronoun. You just say I, or say uki, or say uk. I mean, you could say uki, uk ego. So you would say like uki first, like just to make emphatic or whatever, and then say uk thelo, and you need the kappa there, uk, because of the vowel. So you would say uk ego thelo. So you would say I, and say I don't want to write the book. And so you don't even need this for your response. You just say uk ego thelo graphein to biblion. I don't want to write the book. Yeah.
Yeah.
So go ahead, try that.
Uk ego thelo graphein to biblion.
To biblion. To biblion. Yeah, good job. Good job. So let's do it again. Aratis graphe to, or no, you say that.
Aratis graphein.
Or aratis graphe. No, there's no nu at the end. Yeah. Aratis graphe.
Aratis graphe to biblion.
Right, and I say ego thelo se. We'll cover that up. Ego thelo se graphein to biblion. Kai nun su leges, and now you say
uk ego thelo graphe.
Graphein. Graphein.
So, yeah, because it's a.
Yep.
I told biblion.
Yeah, thelo graphein. So verb, infinitive. So verb and infinitive. That even in English we do that a lot. We'll have our translation is like that. Say I don't want. I mean, I could say ego thelo. I mean, this doesn't have to be here. I could say ego thelo graphein to biblion. I don't want to write the book. So hey, Christian, how's it going, brother?
Hey, brother.
How's it going?
It's going good, man. Good to see you.
Cool.
Hey, Frank.
Hey.
Sorry to interrupt you. Keep going.
Okay. Yeah, we're just doing a little new stuff here. So yeah, we're introducing infinitives. Have you been exposed to infinitives before?
Yeah, I have a while back. So yeah, it's not completely alien.
Okay, yeah. So this is a present tense, which is the easier one, less exemptions when we have the omega verbs. So just to review some of our new verbs. Let's see. So thelo, grafo, and gnosko. So thelo means I will, or I want, or I wish, I desire, something like that. And a good starting translation would just say I want. Just see if that fits as you're looking at it. And then grafo is I write. You can see that with the word graphics in English. I write. And then gnosko is I know something. Do you guys know like the word conozco in Spanish?
I don't.
Oh, okay. Well, I was going to say that's one of two words that one of them has to do with knowing like people, and one of them has to do with like just knowing stuff in general. And so conozco is one of the words for I know in Spanish. So I don't know what the Latin word would probably be very similar, but conozco and conozco, and Spanish is conozco, which starts with a k sound. It to me is like very similar. I heard somebody else say that on the internet too, but it means I know something. So gnosko. So if you take all these omega verbs that we have, the only exception would be Amy. That's not an omega verb. And all of these, if you just put the ending, which should be epsilon, iota, nu at the end, you just take the stem. So drop the ending. Sorry. Here's our endings for verbs. Omega, ace, and a. We're going to look at the plural here in a second, but the omega, ace, and a. So if we drop that off the end, like thelo, drop that off the end, just take the stem, theta, epsilon, lambda, and we put the ending for a present tense infinitive on the end, which is epsilon, iota, nu, and we could make this thelane. So we were just using that for the word grafo, turn it into infinitive, made it graphane, and just doing some simple sentences here where you talk about I want you to write, or I want you to do, or I want you to have, or I want you to know. I mean, you could do that with a lot of things. So
so an infinitive it's the equivalent of a command.
No,
right?
The infinitive is in English would be like so you would have our verb up here, ego thelo se, I want you. Let me get rid of this. We'll tell you what we were doing there in a second. Ego thelo se, I want you. We're going through the pronouns, for the second person singular. It starts out su, and then it's genitive would be su. They sound similar, spelled differently. And then dative would be soy. And then the accusative would be se. So we were looking at an example of that. So ego thelo se, I want you. This is the accusative. I want you. Ego thelo se, graphane. So that means to write. So basically what an infinitive is you take the verb and you put the preposition to in front of it, and you say to write, to do, to go, to speak, whatever. That's how we do it in English.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's really common in English and Spanish and Greek, whatever, is you start with a verb and then you have an infinitive and you kind of pair them together, and you kind of can say some clever things with it. So like here, I want you to write, and then we got a new noun that we added, which we're starting to look at a little bit of neuter. So we're still second declension. But now instead of just exclusively second declension masculine, we're going to expand and look at some neuter second declension nouns. So biblion means book. Yeah, biblion means book. And so we looked also at the endings and the article. We just put them all here. So this is the endings for neuter, which is genitive and dative are exactly the same. It's only the nominative and the accusative that are different than the masculine. except the accusative masculine is exactly the same. And so we just adopt that also for the nominative. So the nominative and the accusative of the neuter are exactly the same. So the ending for nominative or accusative, you got to look at context to figure it out. On, they're both on. That's the ending, right? So if I have a, like biblion, I can't tell whether that's, I got the ending on. I can't tell if that's accusative or if it's nominative. I need context to tell that, to be able to see if it's the subject or if it's the direct object or something. But yeah, if I change it to u, bibliu, now I can tell, oh, that's genitive, and just like with masculine, if I change I put omega at the end, I go, oh, that's dative, biblio. So yeah, so that's the endings. And then the article, remember the article for masculine was ho, and then we had tu, and then we had to, and then we had ton. Does that ring a bell?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So that's masculine. So now let's look at it for neuter. So neuter would be to, tu, to, to. Yeah, so it's kind of a short sort of thing here. So to, tu, to, to. Yeah. So to biblion, tu bibliu, to biblio, to biblion. So the accusative and the nominative, the ending of the noun has the nu at the end. So you can hear it, to biblion, to distinguish that from the dative, which is supposed to be a little bit longer. It's a longer O sound. So to biblio. So if you just to biblio, you can hear that, oh, that's dative. But if it's to biblion, you go, oh, okay, that might be nominative or accusative. So you look at the context and can tell. And after a while, it just kind of gets really easy. It gets really, straightforward and automatic. So after a while. So yeah, looking at our example here, we said, I want you to write, and then we started out, we said a book without the article. We just say biblion. So we say ego thelo se, I want you, graphein, biblion. And then if I throw in the article, now it changes to the book. Ego thelo se graphein to biblion. I want you to write the book. So yeah, Christian, can you repeat that? Go ahead and say that.
Ego. I'm not seeing the board.
Yeah, ego thelo.
Ego thelo se
graphein.
Graphene.
Oh, yep. So let me change that. Is that better? A little bit?
Yeah, it's better.
It's a little bit better. Let me turn the light over there. Does that help at all, turning those lights on?
Yeah, it does help.
It does help a little bit? Okay. So, ego thelo se graphein. Did you say that part?
Ego thelo se graphene.
Okay, and then it's like, I want you to write, and then I want you to write what? I want you to write the book. So say, yeah, go ahead. There you go. To
write the book.
Okay, so now we got three of us. So this is what, Frank and I were doing with just the two of us. So Christian, why don't you start out with this question? This question, remember when we write questions, we start out with ada, alpha, row, alpha, and then we put a question mark at the end, which is basically, for us gringos, it's semicolon, but for Greeks, it's a question mark. So we say ara tis, remember that means who. Remember tis means who. So ara tis graphe, so that's basically saying who is writing the book. So ara tis graphe to biblion. In fact, Frank, why don't you say that? And then Christian, you repeat this, and then I'll, yeah. So basically, Frank is going to ask this question. Christian is going to say this to me, because when he says say, he's talking to me, and then I'm going to respond, and then we'll talk about it. So Frank, go ahead, ask that question. Oh, you got your mic off.
Sorry about that.
There you go, man.
So it's aratis graphe to biblion.
Kaisu, Christian. Kaisu.
Ego thelo se graphein to biblion.
Uki. Uk ego thelo graphein to biblion. Uk ego thelo graphein. No, I don't want to write the book. Uk ego thelo graphein. See, notice how I dropped that out because I don't need that. Uk ego thelo graphein to biblion. No, I don't want to write the book. Does that make sense? So he asked the question.
Did you still say graphene? Did that?
Yeah.
The ending did not change.
Right. So I say uk ego thelo graphein. It's still the infinitive. Graphein to biblion. To biblion. Yeah. So yeah, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So Frank said, "Who's writing the book?" And then Christian's looking at me and saying, "I want you to write the book." And then I say, "No, I don't want to write the book." So let's do it again one more time. Except this time, well, let's do it the same way we're doing it. So go ahead, Frank.
Okay. Aratis graphe to biblion.
Kaisu, Christian.
Yep. Ego thelo se graphein to biblion.
Ego? Uk ego thelo graphein to biblion. Uk ego thelo graphein to biblion. So cool. All right, so let's do this. Let's swap out graphein and put some different verbs in there. So let's say I want you to. So one of our verbs is have. So what's the verb for have? To have, or I have? Frank, you got it?
Echo.
Echo, there you go, echo. Okay, so we're
Sorry, I should know that.
That's okay. So yeah, so we're gonna stick with the stem of echo. We're gonna drop the omega out and turn it into an infinitive. So now it's gonna be to have, right? To have. Okay, so now we'll go. Oh, let me get a little closer. Yeah. Let's see. Ekein. Yep. Ekein. So ego thelo se ekein to biblion. So what does that mean, Christian?
I want you to have the book.
Yes, excellent. Okay, so let's change this and say, who has the book? Yeah, so how would I write that? Aratis. How would I write that? Who has the book? Frank, do you know?
Who has the book?
Who has the book?
It's not
Yeah, I wouldn't use the infinitive. I would use the verb.
It's I'm sorry, Frank. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Is it T?
Well, yeah, we got aratis, so that's still the same, aratis, and we're just going to fill in how would we conjugate the verb. So we're keeping the same sentence, aratis, and then fill in the blank with how we conjugate echo, and then to biblion. So that's all the same as it was before. So would it be first person, second person, or third person singular? If you say, who has the book?
So it'd be eke.
Eke, there you go.
Yep.
Yeah. So third person singular. So that's the autos, the he form, right? So aratis eke to biblion. So who has the book? And then, somebody could say, ego telos se eken to biblion. I want you to have the book. And then I could say, uki, uk, let's see, uk, ego thelo eken to biblion. No, I don't want to have the book. It convicts me. And I have to turn from my sin. I don't want the book. You take the book. So, this book is convicting. So anyway. So yeah. So Christian, why don't you do you understand? Everybody understand? Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay.
Arlatis eke to biblion.
Right. So then I could say ego thelo se Frank. Ego thelo se eken to biblion. Kai Frank lege, and Frank says, Kai Frank lege.
What do I say?
Yeah, I said, ego thelo se eken to biblion. I want you to have the book. Ego thelo se eken to biblion. Kai nun, and now, nun, nun, T leges. What do you say? T leges. What do you say?
Am I saying the same thing, or am I saying the book?
Well, how would you answer in English?
When you said what, I want you to have the book?
Right. Yeah, I want you to have the book. And then how would you answer that in English?
I'd say thank you.
That's good. Do you know how to say thank you in Greek? We talked about that.
I don't.
You don't? Oh, okay. Let me give you a word then. So this is the word eucharisto. Let's see. Caristo soy. Eucharisto soy. So basically it means like I have gratitude to you or something like that. Eucharisto soy. I have, thanks to you.
Thankfulness.
Yeah, thankfulness to you. Eucharisto soy. So that's how you'd say eucharisto soy. So this is a verb, first person singular. Eucharisto, ego, eucharisto. I, have gratitude, and then soy to you. Eucharisto soy. Yeah. Yeah. So, but yeah, just pretend for this. Stick with the same, format we're doing, where you're saying no, I don't want the book.
So I'd say uk, ego. Which one to have? And so I would say ego, echo.
No, ego, thelo, eken. Remember the infinitive. You want to use the infinitive. Right. So thelo, verb, and then this is the infinitive. So thelo is the verb, and then echo is the eken is the infinitive. So uk, ego, thelo, eken. So you wouldn't use the pronoun. Your response would not have the pronoun. You would just say, I don't want to have the book.
Yeah. Thelo, eken to biblion.
Yeah, good. Kalos. Okay. So let's do that one more time. So Christian, ask that again.
Aratis eke to biblion.
Kai ego lego, and now I say nun ego lego. Ego thelo se, Frank. Ego thelo se, I want you. Ego thelo se. Eken, I want you to have. Ego thelo se eken to biblion.
And I would say.
Okay, su leges.
I'd say, uk, ego thelo, eken.
Yeah.
To biblion.
Nice. Okay. Kalos. Okay. Yep. So yeah, I'll probably keep saying that a lot. Eventually, that will come second nature when I say kaisu leges and you say kaisu leges. I'll probably be saying things like that, and eventually it'll just come second nature. So yep, good. So we got some other verbs here. What else? How else can we basically use the same format, plug in a different infinitive in there, and different verb up here? Still third person singular. And let's see. So let's see. We used echo. We used grafo. I guess we could use Lego. So aratis. No, you can't say the book. We could turn it into ton logon.
Yeah, the word.
Yeah, we'll turn it into word. Yeah. Ton logon. Yeah. So aratis, and then how would you? Can you spell that for me? How would you do that? Aratis.
To spell it.
Yeah. Can you spell that for me?
Epsilon.
Oh, it's the Lego verb.
Oh, Lego.
Yeah. So aratis.
Lambda.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Lambda. Epsilon. X.
Or no, gamma.
Lego. Oh, gamma. Omega.
I know you wanted it to be third person singular, so you'd have epsilon iota. Yeah. Aratis lege. Yeah, aratis lege. Yeah. So we had before we had
gamma epsilon iota.
Yeah, there you go. So yeah, before we had eke, and then before that we had grafe, and so now we have lege. So all of them are third person singular. So aratis.
Third person singular.
Yeah, aratis lege ton logon. So that's basically, what does that mean? Aratis lege ton logon.
Do you speak or say the word?
Now that says who says the word.
Oh, aratis. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Tis is who.
Yeah, that's right. No, yeah, that's fine. So aratis lege ton logon. Yeah. So who says the word? And then the answer would be, how would you say that in English?
That's Stello. I know.
Thelo is I want. Can you see that? I want you.
I want you to have the book.
Is it have? Is that a verb? Echo? That's have. What's our verb? Which is now an infinitive. We changed it to an infinitive.
Lege.
Yeah, so we changed it to an infinitive. So it's lambda, epsilon, gamma, epsilon, iota, nu.
Yeah.
Right? So ego thelo se lege. So what does that mean?
To say or to speak.
I mean the whole phrase. What does that mean?
I want. Okay.
I want you.
Oh yeah. Sorry that it was on Frank for a while. I want you to have.
No, not to have. What's the verb? The verb is not echo.
To speak.
Yeah, speak.
The word.
There you go. Ego thelo se legen ton logon. I want you to speak or to say, either one, the word. And then, Frank, what would be a good answer? Just sticking with the same pattern we've been doing.
Same pattern. Say nuke. Ego thelo legain. Legain ton logon.
There you go. Yeah, uk ego thelo legain ton logon. So no, I don't want to speak the word. So sorry, I'd say aratis lege ton logon. So who speaks the word or who says the word? And then somebody says, I want you to speak the word. And then the response from the person is like, I don't want to speak the word. So let's do that. So who wants to do this part? Anybody?
Aratis lege.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, say the whole thing.
Oh, Aratis lege ton logo.
Yeah, so that's a question. Make it sound a little more like a question. How would you make it sound like a question? You know, it's kind of got that, that intonation where you say it like a question. You would say it like a phrase, like, hey, I'm speaking the word. You would say, do you speak the word? You have that intonation in your voice where you make it sound like a question. So, Aratis lege ton logon?
Okay, Aratis lege ton logon.
And Christian? Okay, Christian lege? Okay, Christian lege?
Uh-huh. Ego, thelo, se. He keeps going to Frank.
I'll put my mic. Sorry.
No problem. Still on Frank.
Oh, that's okay, brother. Yeah, just go ahead. Can you see the board though? Oh, you can't see the board.
You can click on Brett's picture.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
My
it
bad.
still won't even come up on mine.
It's not coming up on yours? How about now? Can you see it now? Can you see the board now? Hey, Frank, do you have your microphone off? Turn your microphone off. Uh-oh. This thing froze up, man. Yeesh. Is it frozen? I think so. I hate it when this happens. I hate it when this happens. Lord, please, parakalo. Hey.
Video's not running.
Right? I noticed that too.
Uh-oh. The video is still kind of plugged in on a different channel. Oh, wait. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. No, it's not. No, it's not. Yeah, okay. No, it's not. It's fine. Okay. Is that okay, though? You guys see that all right?
Yeah.
Is that pretty good? Okay. Let's see. I don't remember where we left off, but let's just start again. So, who was saying this? Aratis lege. Again, third person singular. It's lege. Epsilon iota is the ending. Third person singular. It's the same ending as if I said, Christian lege. Count, or Frank lege. He speaks. Christian speaks, or, So if it's third person singular, it's not me, it's not you, it's third person. So aratis lege. Who's that third person? Aratis lege ton logon. So who speaks the word? And then somebody would say, ego thelo se legen ton logon. I want you to speak the word. And then someone could answer and say, whoever the person is talking to, and say, uk ego thelo legen ton logon. So again, I wouldn't use the pronoun. I don't need it. I would just say, I don't want to say. So verb, infinitive. Uk ego thelo legen ton logon. I don't want to say the word. Okay. So who wants to ask the question? I guess it was Frank. You were asking the question.
Yeah, I was saying, Aratus lege ton logo.
Aratis. Did you say tis?
I did, I think.
Okay.
Aratis lege ton logo.
And Christian, I guess you take this part. I guess you're talking to me. Christian's talking to me.
Ego thelo se legen ton logon.
Ego? Uk ego thelo legen ton logon. I don't want to say the word. So Christian said, I want you, Brett, to say the word. And I'm like, ego? Me? Uk ego. I don't want to say the word. Uk ego thelo legen ton logon. I don't want to say the
But
word.
you said ego like I, like me, I, like really?
Yeah,
like, is
yeah.
that what you? Okay.
Yeah, I think we tend to say me in English improperly because I don't think we should be using that. That we should probably be saying I, but anyway, yeah. So yeah, I'd say ego, like me, like I, or I could say I would either way I would use the nominative. So if I'm saying you, I would say su, or I would say autos. Autos is him. Do we have that on the board? Well, we had it, and then we erased it. So, but anyway, the nominative form is ego, su, autos. That's first person, second person, third person. Ego, su, autos. So yeah, just make sure you guys keep going over those paradigms, memorize all those. Those are very useful to know those personal pronouns. So we did this sentence here with obviously we're using thelo as a basic building block there, and then we're filling in the infinitive with these various verbs like grafo, echo, lego, and now we can do it with ginosko. So who can tell me what ginosko means?
I know.
There you go. He knows what it means. He knows it means I know. So sorry guys, that's as good as my jokes get. Sorry.
Ego gnosko.
There you go. So yeah, so how would I fill this? What would this be? Aratis. How would you say that? Is it first, second, or third person?
It's first person.
Is it first person?
I mean third person singular.
Right. So how would you say that with ginosko?
Ginoskis.
Ginoske.
Ginoske.
Ginoske. Yep, ginoske. Yep. Let me write that. So ginoske. Yep. Yeah, no sigma at the end. That would be second person. So aratis ginoske. Let's see. Where would I put? Okay, this would be the accent. Ton logon. Aratis ginoske. Ginoske, because the accent's right here. Aratis ginoske ton logon. And then somebody would say ego thelo se. And then what would Frank, tell me how would the infinitive, how would that sound? How would that look? Using ginosko, turn that into an infinitive.
Ginosking?
Yes, there you go. So ginoskin. Yep. So that would be the accent here. Ego thelo se ginoskin ton logon. I mean, you could use ton logon or the word or we could use a different verb. We use nomos. So the article would be would the article be the same between logos and nomos? In this case, would we change this to change it to nomos? I would change it to nomon, right? And yep. So ton nomon. So stay the same, right? So ego thelo se ginoskein ton nomon. Yeah. Ara ginoske ton logon. So who knows the word? And then maybe Christian would say ego thelo se Brett ginoskein ton logon. I want you to know the word. And then I might say I'll change it this time instead of no, which was ook. I'll change it to nai. I'll change it to yes. So I'll say nai, ego thelo ginosken ton nomon. Oh yeah, we're using nomon, not logon. Sorry. Yeah, change it to nomon. Yeah. Ton. Sí. Ara tis genoske ton nomon. So, who knows the law? And I would say, I want you to know the law. And then maybe one of you might answer and say, yes, I want to know the law. Because we're in a Hebrews roots group, group. So anyway, who wants to ask this question? Christian, why don't you ask the question?
Arlatis genoske ton nomo.
And Frank, you answer. Kai Frank lege.
Ego thelo se genoskein ton nomon.
Nai ego thelo genoskein ton nomon. Yes, I want to know the law. Okay. So yeah, what does the question mean that Christian asked? What does that mean, Christian?
It means who. Let's see. Who knows the law?
Yep. And Frank, what does your part mean?
When I say ego thelo se, I want you. No, how do you say that again? No king.
Oh, genoskein?
No king.
Genoskein? Yeah, just keep practicing, brother. So ego thelo se genoskein. Genoskein.
Genoskein.
Yeah, so gamma, iota, nu, gen, omega, sigma, so genos, and then the last part is kain. Kappa, epsilon, iota, nu, so genoskein. So ego thelo se genoskein ton nomon.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead, say that whole thing.
Ego thelo se genoskein ton nomon.
Yep, kalos. Okay, and then I say nai ego thelo. Do I say the pronoun? No, I don't say it, right? I say ego thelo genoskein. I want to know ton nomon. Ego thelo nai ego thelo genoskein ton nomon. Yes, I want to know the law.
Okay, so that genoske is it's gamma iota.
Yeah, gamma iota nu.
Okay, because I think on that sheet it showed. I was getting confused on the sheet. It shows gamma and nu.
Oh, yeah. My bad. Let's see. There's different ways. There's actually a couple variants out there. One of them comes from Attic. One of them comes from Koine, and I think I'm getting it mixed up there. So yeah, I think it's gamma, nu, iota, nu, omega, sigma, kappa, epsilon, iota, nu. So yeah, it's gamma, nu. Kind of like, have you heard of where they talk about the Gnostics?
Yes.
Yeah, Gnostics, like in English. Gnostics, yeah. And then the Greek word is gnosis. Nu, sigma. That's the noun that means knowledge. Gnosis. So that would actually be a feminine. We're not ready for feminine yet, but so that's kind of what we're talking about here. If you've heard where the G or the gamma is silent, with Gnostics or Gnostics, that's what we got here is gamma nu. So gamma nu, iota nu. So genoskein. So yeah, thanks for straightening me out on that. I definitely had that wrong, and I guess I got it written right over there, but I had it written wrong here. Oh, and up here too. Yeah.
So you had it right in the email. I printed out your list, and it's right on your list. Now I'm just trying to make sure I'm saying it right. So it's genoskein.
Yeah. Yeah, so gamma nu, iota nu. Yep. So that's how it is. Yep. So yeah, let's review, because I probably got to end the video here soon, because I think it's getting pretty long. But yeah, so we learned to biblion. Let's see, what other let's see, neuter nouns can I give? I might send out a few more. Let's see, neuter I can't think of any off the top of my head. They're really common.
Now, like nouns?
Yeah, nouns. So we got
House.
What's that?
House.
House. There's two words for house. When you use the masculine one, I can add that one. The masculine form will be oikos.
Yep, I remember that one.
Yeah, oikos. That word can sometimes not just mean like my house. It can mean household. Like when we talk about Acts chapter 16, baptizing the Philippian jailer in his household, that sort of idea. But if you use the feminine, oikia, then that would just mean house. That wouldn't mean a household. So if you could use them both interchangeably, oikos or oikia, to mean your house. So which is really unusual because usually the masculine and feminine have a different role to play. Yeah, oikos. So we can say that one. But as far as neuter, so just remember, these are all for the nominative form: ho huios, ho anthropos, ho kurios, ho adelphos, ho nomos, and so on. But the neuter is to. So it's tau omicron. To biblion. That's the nominative form. And it's also the accusative. Like we said, the nominative and the accusative. Biblion. So just remember that. Biblion is for book. Yeah. Actually, you know what? Let me pause the video just for a second. Let me just look up a couple more neuter nouns that I'm blanking out on real quick. Okay, so yeah, let's look at a few of these words here. So a couple more second declension neuters. So the nominative form is biblion. Of course, the article is to. So to biblion. Likewise, to hieron. This means temple. To hieron. That's iota, epsilon, rho, omicron, nu. So 5 letters: iota, epsilon, rho, omicron, nu. Hieron, temple, and then to ergon, the work. We'll get in probably next time the plural form of that, but to ergon, the work, and then the other one was to teknon. Oops, sorry. It technically means descendant, but a lot of people a lot of times will use it as a child, but it doesn't like really have a age, stamped on it. It's just as a descendant, like you're the teknon of your father, But sometimes just for like beginners, it's a nice word to use together with huios to talk about, somebody's children and to make nice sentences and stuff. But you'd have to look at the context to see if it's really talking about a child as opposed to just some, somebody that's grown up or something. So I'm going to put.
Pull out word. It's hard to see it.
Okay, let's see. Let me see if I can get that up close. Can you guys see that? To biblion, to hieron, to ergon, to teknon. Yeah. Teknon. Let's see here.
Right. Thanks. So teknon can also mean descendant, you said?
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Yeah, it doesn't have to mean child. Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, I was gonna try and I forget exactly where the accents are. We'll look at that next time. But I think this is right, ergon, because usually I remember when we were saying it, the first syllable is accented, so it's got to be there. Hieron. Yeah, I forget. I want to say the accents up here, but yeah, this is not a diphthong, right? Because that would be reversed. So this is actually iota all by itself is a syllable, epsilon all by itself is a syllable, and then this is a syllable. So it's 3 syllables. Hieron. right?
Very low.
So if those were reversed, that'd be a diphthong. It'd be pronounced together as one sound, but it's not. It's reversed, so they're independent. And that's why the soft breathing mark is here instead of on the second letter. Because usually with a diphthong, you always put the rough or soft breathing mark on the second letter, not on the first. So to hieron, to biblion, to ergon, to technon. So again, to ergon is work, to hieron is temple, to technon is child or descendant. We'll just treat it like child just to keep it simple for now. But when you get into translations and people want to say, look, right here in Acts 2:39 it says, this promise is for you and your children. It's like, no, that doesn't mean children. It means descendants. It doesn't have an age assigned to it. So then it's important. But for this kind of sort of thing, for classroom, it's not important. We'll just keep it simple. It's quicker just to say child or something. But yeah, and then just a reminder on the first declension masculine. So it's masculine because the article, ho, but it's first declension because the ending kind of looks a little feminine. So mathetes. So ho mathetes means a student or a disciple. Like literally it means a learner. Manthano is the verb. Actually, I can add that verb. That's a good one. I'll add that here. Man. Yeah, hopefully that's clear. So that's basically 7 letters. So mu, alpha, nu, theta, alpha, nu, omega, manthano. So I will actually put the accent right here. Manthano, and that means to learn. Right? So manthano means to learn. That's why mathetes means student or disciple or learner. And then gnosko is to know. So these are kind of similar, to know and to learn. Gnosko, manthano. And then to write. So these 3 can be used together to really form, a nice little paragraph or something. So,
Brett, could you spell Montano? Because I can't see it very well.
Yeah. So mu, alpha, nu, theta, alpha, nu, omega. So it's 7 letters. Yeah, it starts with mu. Yeah, manthano. Yeah. So the beginning of mathetes is similar. There's no nu in there, but mu, alpha, theta. Yeah, there's, but you'll see when we get into other, like this is present tense. When we get into aorist tense, which is simple past, you'll see the nu will drop out and you go, oh, that looks a little more like mathetes, but that's in the future. So, all right, brothers. So I probably should end the video here. Hopefully, yeah, practice this exercise. Take this sentence right here, whether it's this up here also, and just practice your verbs and form different, sentences. You can even use different nouns here. Put a different noun right here, and get rid of that, and just fill it in with a stem of one of the verbs. Same here. Stem one of the verbs. Make it third person singular. So this would be like lege or grafe or cue or eke. Thele, or not thele, we got thele right here, but grafe, ginoske, manthane. So it's all going to be third person singular. So it's aratis, like manthane. Who wants to learn the law? You could say that. Aratis manthane ton nomon. So who wants to learn the law? Then I could say ego thelo se manthane manthane with the ending, that's the infinitive. So I want you to learn the law. Or I could change it to to biblion. I could change it to biblion. I want you to learn the book. Right? To biblion. Or I could put in there ton logon. I want you to learn the word. Yeah, I mean, we haven't learned the word for Greek yet, but I want you to learn Greek. So yeah. So real quick, let's review this again. So this is the singular side. I was kind of thinking we're going to get in the plural side, but we'll have to get into that next time. But remember, for second declension masculine, the endings are os, u, o, on. So like we got here, huios. Huios is nominative. Huiu is genitive. Huio is dative. Huion is accusative, right? And then for neuter, it's on, omicron nu. This is nu, right? And they're exactly the same. So it would be like here, like biblion, biblion, bibliu, biblio, biblion. Or ieron, ieru, iero, ieron. So for the neuter, you use this, right? And then for masculine nouns, you use this. These are all the masculine. These are all the neuters. You use this article for neuter, and then use the ho, tu, to, ton for the masculine. So is that clear?
Something to memorize.
Yeah. So, all right, brothers. Yeah, if you can make time, go back over this video and see if you can practice at least 20, 30 minutes every day. That's going to help you a lot. And even if you make up like little note cards for some of these words, vocabulary and stuff, carry it in your pocket and look at it from time to time, that helped me a ton. So, yeah.
I bet.
All right, brothers. Well, somebody want to pray us out? Anybody?
Yeah, I will.
Yeah, okay, praise God.
Heavenly Father, thank you so much for this day. Father, we are grateful for your loving kindness and your mercy. Father, help us to walk worthy of your high calling. Father, we do pray that the work that you began in us, that you would indeed finish it, and
please,
you would help us to run the race all the way to the end, where we could hear, well done, good and faithful servant.
Yes, Lord.
Father, we pray that you would make us humble, gentle, and speaking the truth in love, form us more into the relationship that you have with your Son. We want to follow him wherever that may lead.
Yes, God.
Thank you for this opportunity to learn from your word and to be taught. And thank you for Brother Brett for all that he does, for putting in effort and having a desire to bless people. May you reward him for his efforts. It's in Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Okay, brothers. God bless you. All right, y'all. Shalom. Take care.